I remember when I decided that I would never work for another boss again in my life. It was June 1989. I was deployed on a training exercise in Germany, and we were in this forest in a national park. We had hiked to a clearing and there was a trail that led up a hill. At the top of the hill was an unnatural pile of logs. I say unnatural because it seemed like all the logs piled up at this one particular spot, and there were no trees near that area. One of the guys in my platoon did a lot of hunting and he realized we were in a choke point. Meaning we were being herded toward this pile of logs. As we inched up the trail for another 10 yards, boom, a smoke grenade goes off. We lost visibility for 5 yards in front of us because of the thick white smoke that filled the air, then boom. A shock grenade goes off to confuse us, then we heard a rat-tat-tat from a machine gun. At least 5 guys got taken out by that machine gun. We had all dove for cover, and it seemed like the shooting went on for 5 minutes. When the hail of pretend bullets stopped, remember this is a training exercise, we were told even though they are blanks being fired, a kill is treated like it was real. As we regrouped in some bushes checking to see who was there and what our options were, we realized they had the high ground, they had a machine gun, and they had a choke point. There was no going forward. Our captain wasn't skilled in warfare tactics. Although he liked to think he was, I guess he believed that watching Top Gun, Hamburger Hill, Heartbreak Ridge, and Full Metal Jacket make you a combat soldier. He insisted that we had superior numbers, so we can go for it and take the hill. Everyone disagreed with that. We told him let's backtrack back down to the clearing and find a way around, so we can flank them. The captain wasn't having it. It was his way or the highway. When I tell you I saw him sacrifice 6 more soldiers from our platoon to that machine gun, I realized his ego was in charge, and we became expendable, because he wanted to achieve his goal. No matter what the cost was to us as long as he came out on top. Have you ever felt like this? Have you ever given your all for a company or job, then when push comes to shove you're expendable? Let's face it, if we are not making our own life choices with regards to money, we are expendable. Or trapped in jobs that barely pay us what we are worth, or have to work multiple jobs to make ends meet. We commute to and from a place where we spend more time with strangers than with our families. Now I know this is the part where I tell you about a miracle online thingy and you're skeptical because you tried those so-called guru plans and drop shipped some products only to make zero, zip, nada in the 30-day window they said you would. I did too. I failed at a lot of those and more. But let me tell you this, those failed endeavors you suffered are not your fault. You never had the blueprints and the one-on-one mentoring to help you get off the ground. You never had a community of like-minded driven people to rely on. It's not your fault, but you can take control of your life like I did and live the life you always dreamed about. But it's not going to be overnight. It's going to take work and commitment, but it's worth it. Click the link below to start.